Chapter 9, Evil versus Goodwill. Meanwhile, oh god, back at TUFF, all the orphans were asleep. Most of the secret angels were asleep inside, just in case the alarms went off. But Dudley, Kitty, Keswick, and a few other secret angels stayed outside to keep an eye on the kids. Well, the miracle pin has worn off, Dudley sighed. I guess our jobs are done. So what do we do now? Kitty asked. The small secret angel from earlier woke up. Now? He woke up his scruffy partner. When we hear a Christmas carol, we know that it's... They started to sing. Whoa, whoa, Keswick interrupted, waving his hands. Not now. The small secret angel and scruffy secret angel looked at Dudley, Kitty, and Keswick confusedly, looked at each other confusedly, and then fell back asleep. We'll just sit back and trust Snaptrap to do the right thing, Dudley answered Kitty's question. Lightning flashed and thunder rumbled, startling Dudley, Kitty, and Keswick. Quick! Dudley changed his mind. We gotta find that whistle! Now! The small secret angel and scruffy secret angel woke up again. Now? The small secret angel said. When we hear a Christmas carol, we know that it's Christmas at last. He and the scruffy secret angel started singing again. Not now! Keswick yelled back, very annoyed. The small secret angel and scruffy secret angel, gosh, you really ought to use pronouns, author, looked at Keswick with confusion, looked at each other with confusion, and fell back asleep. Again. Whatever, the scruffy secret angel muttered. Around this time, the magic ball containing Snaptrap and Larry flew all the way to the island. Larry and Snaptrap landed on the ground painfully. Snaptrap was also back in his lab coat. Then a fire louse, cackling evilly, jumped on Snaptrap's back. Snaptrap grabbed the louse by the neck and irritatedly tossed him off. You might want to reword that, author. Just a little hint. Just think! Here sits the worst threat to Christmas ever! Honcho gloated evilly. And nobody suspects that it's right here, on Albatross Island. He and more fire lice laughed evilly. Honcho then flew into the sky. Pull the tarp, he ordered. A bunch of the fire lice pulled on the rope connected to the tarp. Snaptrap and Larry just watched regretfully. Larry even tried to walk away, but a fire louse glared at him and pointed back towards the machine. Larry reluctantly joined Snaptrap. The fire lice's combined weight managed to make the tarp fall off, though not without making a few of them fall to the ground. One landed on Snaptrap's head, preventing him from getting out of the way of the tarp. Snaptrap, annoyed, tossed the tarp off himself. Honcho now flew closer to Snaptrap and Larry. Soon the storm will break, Honcho explained excitedly, and lightning will race down here into the steam generator. Then the whistle will blow, and every brat in Petropolis will fall under my spell. Honcho picked up Snaptrap at the last part and made him look towards Petropolis. He then dropped Snaptrap back on the ground. Now get to work, slugs, it's almost midnight, Honcho ordered a little calmer. Even so, Snaptrap, Larry, and the fire lice fearfully ran to various areas around the whistle. Fire lice pulled on chains, wound handles, charged fuses, charring themselves in the process. How can they be charred if they are fire lice? That makes no sense. And other various odd jobs. Snaptrap found a lever and pushed it, causing the whistle to rise so that the mouth was pointing up, much like how you'd cause a telescope to rise. Honcho flew onto the top part of the whistle. Snaptrap, get to the console, he ordered. Yes, sir, Snaptrap said reluctantly, going to the on lever. Am I really going to do this? What about Timmy? He asked himself. He regretfully reached for the lever. Larry, meanwhile, ran around working on other random parts. He wasn't that good with technology, so he had no idea what the wheels and levers did. He just didn't want to risk facing Honcho's wrath. He ended up getting a little of the machine's wrath, though. One switch caused a bunch of smoke to hit him in the face and dirty his glasses. Larry exasperatedly cleaned them. Ready on the controls, Honcho said to Snaptrap. Snaptrap, face hanging with sadness, stopped reaching for the lever and shook his head. Honcho, however, was too caught up in his evil plot to notice. He just laughed and laughed. Back at Tuff, Dudley made it back and found Keswick and Kitty sitting at the bar. Keswick was using a new machine to massage their feet. "Any luck?" Dudley panted, exhausted. "I'm so sorry, Dudley," Keswick said, also very tired. "We ran our feet off. We even used up all the fuel in our jetpacks. We couldn't find a trace of that whistle anywhere." "Yeah, me neither." Dudley rested his head on the bar. "Oh, you tried, Dudley," Kitty said comfortingly. "You tried. Have a gold star." "We did everything heavenly possible." Lightning flashed and thunder rumbled again. This time it woke up the kids, and two of them, siblings, hugged each other and shivered with fright. Kitty went over to them. "Don't worry. It'll be okay," she said soothingly, placing a hand on the head of the eldest sibling. The two siblings smiled and fell back asleep. So did the rest of the kids. Now, normally it's a bad idea to sleep outside during a storm. Thank you for going out of character, author. But Dudley, Kitty and Keswick knew that this storm was Honcho's doing and was more into activating the whistle than electrocuting someone. As for the other secret angels, they just trusted Dudley and Kitty's judgment. Dudley and Keswick suddenly gasped as "the" saw the time. Oops. Back on Albatross Island, things were looking so bad that even Snaptrap fell to the ground and shivered with fright. It had nothing to do with the storm, however. It had to do with Snaptrap's personal dilemma. He didn't want Timmy to lose his future home, but he also was afraid of Honcho punishing him if he should ruin the evil plot. "1 minute till Christmas!" Honcho called out. "Suckers!" Snaptrap regretfully reached for the lever again. The firelights leapt around cheering as Snaptrap hesitated. "Pull the lever!" Honcho ordered. Snaptrap, after a second's hesitation, did, and cringed. A metal bat-like kite soared into the air and hovered. Lightning hit the metal kite, causing electricity to flow into the generator. The whistle had been activated, and kids in every home in Petropolis woke up hypnotized. They made their way to the Christmas trees, grabbed a present, and headed for the front doors. "It's working!" Honcho said gleefully. "Christmas is ruined!" The firelights cheered, but Snaptrap looked as if he was trying to block out a loud noise. It wasn't working because the noise was coming from inside his head. It was the things the ghosts of Christmas had said to him earlier. The one had been said before the whole ghost thing. "You've just got to stop her, Snaptrap. I'm begging ya." "You know all the angles. You figure it out." "Without proper care, this'll be his last Christmas." The last one echoed in Snaptrap's head and was the "shorter straw." "No, no, no." "No, no, 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 no," Snaptrap said. "I won't let it happen." He turned off the whistle. Honcho, who was taking a nap on the whistle, immediately woke up upon hearing the whistle stop. He looked and saw that Snaptrap had shut it off. "Put it back!" Honcho growled, hitting Snaptrap with a fireball. Snaptrap, not wanting to get burned again, turned the whistle back on. Honcho melted the lever with more fireballs to ensure that Snaptrap wouldn't turn it off again. Snaptrap felt horrible. "I've got to do something," he said to himself. The firelight, sensing that Snaptrap had a change of heart, leapt on him. Fortunately, Snaptrap was stronger. "Get off!" he growled, tossing his arms so that the firelights flew off. "Let go!" The firelights bounced along the ground painfully. Finally, there was only one left that was hanging onto the edge of Snaptrap's coat. He lost his grip, however. Larry just watched all this with confusion, wondering what the heck was going on with Snaptrap. "I've got to stop this. I've got to save Timmy," Snaptrap said to himself determinedly as he ran up a cliff edge near the whistle. "Give him another chance for that operation." Firelights followed Snaptrap up the cliff edge. More searched for Larry, not wanting him to help Snaptrap stop the plot. Larry dived into a metal container at the last moment, causing most of the firelights to miss him, but one firelouse discovered his presence and prepared a fireball. Fortunately, the metal container, which probably had contained pieces of the whistle, had a pop-off section. So Larry popped it off and onto the firelouse, smothering it. Larry gave a sigh of relief. Snaptrap continued running along the cliff edge until he nearly fell off it. He then noticed the wire that was delivering electricity into the whistle and leapt onto it. It was either that or suffer fireballs from the fire lice. "This is for Timmy!" he cried as he reached for a part of the whistle. He managed to grab it, and the resulting connection caused the whistle to overheat from the extra electricity. Psst, it's called a short, and explode. "No!" Honcho screamed as he fell off the whistle. It was all over. The kids woke up and, wondering what the heck they were doing outside, took the presents they had back inside their homes, including Timmy. Yay! The kids were safe, but Snapchat and Larry were another matter. Snapchat was hanging onto a pipe that he had grabbed at the last second. Larry was under him chanting, "You got something, not me! You got something, not me! You got something!" Snapchat lost his grip and fell on Larry. "Ow!" Larry groaned. Honcho then got up with a few grunts. "What happened?" he asked sternly. "It was all..." Snapchat hesitated. "Yes?" Honcho glared. "My fault," Snapchat admitted. Larry was so stunned that he felt as if his mind had blown a fuse. "For once, he took the rap," he said, dazed by both Snapchat having fallen on him and this new development. "Wow." "I don't care who takes the rap. You're both going to get it," Honcho snapped, flying into the air and preparing a fireball. "Nobody double-crosses Honcho and lives." "Halt! You will not harm these two." Chief flew in out of nowhere. "Chief, get out of my line of fire," Honcho ordered. "Try it, and I'll break your legs," Chief retorted. "Annabelle would never have..." "Oh, wait. That bum belongs to me," Honcho pointed to Snaptrap. "No, cousin, people belong to themselves, so they can choose between good and evil," Chief smiled. "And it's my duty to protect that." Honcho glared at Snaptrap and Larry, and then laughed. "You protect him from me? With what, a smile and a sunbeam?" he asked mockingly. "Your ways are big and fiery," Chief replied, flying higher into the air. "So I will stop you with something small and cool." Snowflakes started to float down from the sky. It didn't do anything to Honcho, but the firelights weren't so lucky. They all started to disintegrate. Snaptrap and Larry decided to take this opportunity to sneak away. "Snowflakes!" Honcho scoffed. "Ha! Snow can't stop me!" He then morphed into a giant dragon-like flea and advanced on Snaptrap and Larry. Larry managed to dodge to the side, but Snaptrap had to keep running. Fortunately, at the last second, Chief snapped his fingers and a huge mound of snow hit Honcho. This time it paralyzed him, since Chief had used magic snow this time. "Dang!" Honcho muttered. "Ha!" Chief flew back down. "Nobody messes with Tuff!" "Thanks, Chief," Snaptrap said with relief. "Oh, pish! Think nothing of it!" Chief brushed it away. "You did all the work, Verminius." "Oh yeah, great work, bro!" Larry patted Snaptrap's back. "Oh, I feel a group hug coming on." Snaptrap raised a fist threateningly. He wasn't ready to go that far. "Or not," Larry shrugged it off. "Somewhere deep inside you is a sliver of good, Verminius." Chief used his magic to create a less painful magic ball for Snaptrap and Larry to travel in. "Try to let it out more often." "Oh, look, boss, we're headed for home," Larry noticed as the magic ball headed back into the city. "Oh, and good work," Chief called after them.